Hello and welcome back to this Let's Play of Planescape Torment with myself, Waze, and the Nameless One, Dakon, Anna, and we have Mort back, which is good. We are here in the market. Last episode, we got some information about someone called Ravel Puzzlewell, a night hag who has something to do with making me immortal. A few clues around that, but to start with, we are going to just wander around and chat to people in the market and explore this place and see what kind of characters we meet along the way. Now, I can't remember. It's been a while since I recorded because I've been working on something else. I will give you an update on that sometime soon. I can't remember. I think we did speak to Drixel. Let's speak to him again just in case. Good day to you again. Yes, we did speak to him. Let's see who else we've got. Shoppers. Male and female. Let's speak to this Alec. Oh, going behind the counter. You see an older man with long white hair and weathered yellow skin. He stands tall despite his obvious age. He smiles and gives you a slight bow. Greetings. And to you as well, Cutter. How may I serve you? He raises his eyebrows as he waits your answer. Oh, spells. Let's just see what he's got for sale first. Okay, charm of... This is my stuff. Make sure I get this the right way round. Okay, lots of these things. Major Shield. Used when a mage. This bracelet is a variation of the Mage's Guard, essentially using the same spells and glyphs as its predecessor. Major Shield is better able to focus the energy of the enchantments placed upon it. Armor class 4. It's that we have 4,000 in cash, so we are doing quite well. Still reluctant to spend it at the moment. Spider bracelet, used only by thieves. Plus 25% resistance, plus 10 base hit points, minus 1 intelligence, minus 1 wisdom. Interesting. So, a few other things here. I've got a shamanic rod already. Serpent ring, looks like that's thieves as well. Just about resistance. Maybe look at some of this stuff later on, because they're expensive enough now. I don't want to wipe out most of my money. Adder's Tear. Hard and smooth as a pearl. When placed on the tongue, it dissolves instantly, gives the user the ability to spit forth spiraling bolts of acidic green energy at an opponent. Okay. Not really interested in those at the moment. Some more clot charms, though, could be useful. So let's get that. The blood charm as well. The heart charm, 27. Let's get that as well. Just a few healing items could be useful. 336. Problem. Inventory. How could I forget the inventory? Do I have any of these already? Heart charm. Let's drop that in there. Okay, that leaves me a space. Clot charms here. Let's give those to Mort to carry. Charm of infinite recall. I'll hang on to that for now. Embalming charm. Do they stack? No, they don't. Dustbin embalming charm, lesser and lesser. Okay, these were only on the nameless one and Mort. What does it do? Invokes embalming minor. Strengthening their bones, killing traces of corpse rot and or grave mold, and helping seal minor tears in the skin. Okay. That makes sense to give one of those to Mort to carry. That'll do me for now. I haven't had a chance. I wanted to have a look at these things. Mort, you carry the pouch as well for now, and this poor quality stiletto as well. That'll do for now. Right, let's see who else. Spells. He had spells. Let me see your wares again. Huh. Maybe he doesn't have spells. Damn, I missed an opportunity there by not asking about the spells first, it looks like. Don't want to steal or identify it. Really? Is it gone? Okay. Interesting.
All right.
Okay, male shopper. We don't want to speak to generic shoppers. I don't think they're going to have much to say. Anzi. Let's speak to him. I see an older, stern-looking man. His face is a mixture of wrinkles and frown lines. Greetings. Gives you a quick, stiff bow. I greeting to you as well. Anzi is my name. What you been needing? Gives you. I've got some questions. He gives you a toothless grin. I reckon I got the time to give you the chant. What you been needing to know? What's that furnace used for? He glances at the furnace, then lowers his voice. The furnace does nothing other than teach me. The furnace does nothing other than teach me lazy boy's responsibility. That boy's always yapping and talking and such. Reckons himself a scholar and don't know the value of real work. If you have some serious questions, well, he may be better to ask than me. Okay. What weapons do you have? Again, I'm not sure I want any of these, to be honest. Green steel dagger. 2 to 5 piercing. Forged out of famed Batorian green steel found only in the wastelands of Avernus. This particular green ore can be tempered into metal much lighter than normal steel. In addition, green steel weapons tend to retain their remarkably fine edges and are capable of dealing out more damage than their standard counterparts. It only shows stuff in my inventory, not stuff that I have equipped. Green steel dagger, was it? Again, 2 to 5. I mean, that's not that expensive. Jagged knife is 1 to 3. Let's have a quick look at what I'm currently using. 2 to 5 or 1 to 6. This is enchanted as well, so that's 2 to 7. And +1. Oh, yeah. I'll stick with my bone dagger. I'll stick with the bone dagger. More interested in interesting people than I am items. Laszlo, you see a young boy with pale yellow skin. His clothes are dirty and in need of mending. Currently, he's tending a furnace. He turns and gives a half smile as he sets down his work. Hail, do you need some help? Yep, I've got some questions. Aye, I'd be pleased to help you if I could. The boy looks grateful not to be toiling over the furnace. What is it I can answer for you? Tell me about this place. This place? He glances around. It's the open-air market. A lot of buyers and sellers come here to set up their kip for the day. I've been here for a good time. Been working here for a while under the eye of me da. He looks a little distance. One day I could be running his stall, I could. Okay, what is it that you do here? He points proudly at the furnace. The furnace, it's used to... He shrugs his shoulders. I don't know what it's used for, but my dad says it's important to keep it stoked and burning right. He wipes his sweat from his brow and glances about. Okay, more questions. I'd be pleased to help you if I could. What can you tell me about the city of Sigil? Centre of the plains, city where almost everything intersects. Never boring, really. Lady of Pain is the law, and the rest of us mostly try and bang out a living under her shadow. He barks a laugh, then coughs. Okay, what can you tell me about the Lady of Pain? Don't know much about her. She keeps the powers out of Sigil, keeps the fiends out, and talks and deals with nobody, except maybe the Dabus. She'll pin you in the dead book damn quick if you worship her, or try her at Sigil. Her face and the blades surrounding it will be the last you'd see. Okay, interesting. I got 500 experience of that for some reason. Talks and deals with nobody, except maybe the Dabus. She'll pin you in the dead book damned quick if you worship her. Interesting. Pin you in the dead book damn quick if you worship her or try and hurt Sigil. Interesting. At the mention of a face surrounded by blades, a memory forces itself into your consciousness. Okay, this is what it's for. For a moment, you are standing in a darkened alley, breathing heavily. Approaching you in the darkness is an uncannily beautiful woman, her face shrouded in blades and with cold eyes. Suddenly, the memory fades and you are talking to the lad once more. Okay. Yeah, why does everyone seem to have yellow skin around here? It's the sickness it is, caused by the bad air. What with the smoke and all the factory smogs, it can get pretty hard to breathe easily round here. He shrugs. Some days it's not good to be out when the smogs linger too long. They can scald your eyes right out of the skull, so it's said. And can't something be done about it? I don't know. At times winds come from the spire and blow the city clear of smog, but that's not as often as would be liked. He blinks, glances around, then shrugs. Ladies will, I guess. Don't make much sense, but then little does if you look at it long enough. Fair point. Anything worth seeing around here? Not much to see. The Great Foundry's impressive, though. You might check that out. Home of the Believers, you know. He stops to think. Most of the more amazing sights are in some of the upper wards. Might be better to look around there. I hear there's a brothel there, the Festal, and some other places that are more interesting. I don't know for sure. I've been here all my life. Okay, tell me about the Believers. They've got a bunch of names. Believers, Godsmen, Believers of the Source. We mostly just call them Godsmen. They have their kip in the Great Foundry, and they seem to get by pretty well. They're a pleasant bunch. They believe that everybody can be great as the powers even, if you just strive to reach it. It might mean you have to start life over a bunch of times, but you'll eventually get there after a time. Okay, tell me about the Foundry. Centre of the ward, pretty much. An impressive structure, to be sure. You can't miss it, just dead north. You'll know it by the big gates. He marks it on your map. Okay, that's handy. I think we're done on the questions with Lanzo. Okay, interesting enough. Anyone else of note in here? I keep pressing W. Cinder. Who's Cinder? You see a large, blustery merchant. He looks to be totally hairless, and his pale yellow skin is scarred as if from burns. He looks at you intently as you approach. Greetings. He smiles at you. Greetings, I'm Cinder. I heard about you. You be the scarred, clueless fella that be going around the wards asking questions. What can I be helping you with? You look like you've got a few scars yourself. He frowns, then begins to laugh. Aye, that I do. A few years back, I had me a kip set up in the hive. Some balmy mage decided to burn the ward right out of Sigil. Almost took me with it. Sick for a month, I was. A month? That's not all that long. He nods and gets a faraway look for a moment. Aye, it could have been worse. Local mage healed me, fixed the scars and all. Could have grown my hair back, but I kinda like the look. Do you think this mage could help me with my scars? He looks you over, then shrugs. I don't see why not. Your scars don't look that bad. He looks at you closely. Aye, now who's to say? You should talk to him yourself. Name's Sebastian, and he sets his kip up over by the foundry. Okay, I may do that. Mind if I ask you a few more questions? I'll be pleased to answer your questions. He narrows his eyes and gives you a sly smile. About the shop and the wares you see here, that is. I'm not no tout, I'm not. I'm interested in spells. He smiles. I think I can help you. Let me show you my wares, all right? Excellent. What have we got? They're all, okay, all scrolls to start with. I have to learn the scrolls. Chromatic Orb I've got. Scroll of Armor, Blindness, Ice Knife, Strength. Scroll of Blur. Duration 15 seconds plus 5 seconds per level. The blurring of form and spirit causes one to be hard to see or touch, granting a great advantage in battle. Okay, it doesn't tell me what the specific... Oh, here we go. Blur causes the wizard's form to shift and blur, making it much more difficult to attack the caster. It causes all incoming attacks to be made at -3 penalty. Grants the wizard +1 on all saving throws. I want that. Definitely. We'll buy that. Okay. Some of these are going to be higher level. I'm not going to be able to get them yet. Blur, I should be able to get Blur. Maybe now. If not, maybe next level, I would imagine. Remove Curse, Shroud of Shadows. What does it do? Bring shadows to your aid, enshrining your body from detection of physical attacks. Target and cursor appears, and the player may select any target within touch range. The recipient of this spell gains the following abilities. +3 to AC, +10% to stealth, and targets have a -1 penalty to hit the caster. That sounds pretty cool too. Not sure. It's a level 4. I didn't check what Blur was. Let's have a look. Confusion. Expensive, but could be good. Level 4. So again, I don't think I can do level 4s yet. I'm not even sure I can do 3s. I think maybe I can, or maybe that's Dakon. Magic Missile, I've got Blindness. -4 penalty and +4 bonus to all opponents' attack rolls. That could be useful. I'm going to start building them up. Building up my spell book. Knock. Level 2. The inaccessible. The locks can be freed and within one's grasp with this incantation. With knock, all locked doors, chests, boxes, or shackles should be unlocked, but it doesn't affect barred gates and the like. In addition, it can only affect up to 2 impediments per spell. Could come in handy. How much is it? 300. Maybe not just yet. I think I'm going to get the blindness. What's that? It's level 1. Could be useful. I can only have so many spells, though. That's the only thing. Getting used to this. Elysium's Tears. Skies of the upper plains shed tears when evil is done. These tears can burn even the most armored of foes. Caster chooses any single target within range, then a stream of small meteors rain down and strike the target and surrounding area. 1 meteor for each level of experience, up to a maximum of 10. Each missile that hits inflicts 1 to 2 points of blunt damage, 1 to 4 points of fire damage. Anyone within 3 feet of the target takes 1 point of fire damage as well. That's pretty good. Okay. Again, maybe not. Yeah, it's good to just familiarize myself with these. Yep, I think I'm going to take blindness. And I'm going to take knock as well. Or will I? I probably will. It's one of those, I'll probably get it in my spellbook and probably never use it, because there'll be other spells I want to take instead. Cloak of Warding. I like the protection ones, to be honest. Okay, shield effect. Similar to the shield spell that absorbs 3 to 12 points of damage, plus 1 point per level of the caster. Once it's been absorbed this amount of damage, it shatters or powers down. Spell will also expire after 5 seconds per level of the caster. Let's leave it like that for now. And blur. Okay, succeeded. Let's go to blindness. Succeeded. Now, let's have a look at my spell book. Okay, yep. I do have level 3 spells. So I've got lots of magic missile, chromatic orb, blindness. I'm going to knock out the chromatic. I haven't used it yet, so I won't take it yet. I'll wait until the next day. I'll take blindness again. I've got ice knife and strength. I'm going to take blur. I like blur. Okay. And I need to think about a Dakon as well. But we'll worry about him later. It's all about me first. Let's have a look. Who else have we got here? These are all just market workers. I wanted to ask Laszlo about the foundry. Questions? Anything worth seeing? And tell me about the foundry. That's it. Oh, yeah, he did tell me. He already told me and he marked it on my map. Okay. Okay. World map. There we go. So where are we now? Where is the market? Buried Village, Rag Picker Square, the Hive, Lower Ward, Clark's Ward. Nothing on the upper wards yet. Okay, interesting. Alley of Lingering Sighs. Not sure whether we've been there or not. Alley of Dangerous Angles. That's where both parties want us to kill the other party. Okay, I'm not going to click on those yet. Okay, let's keep walking up here and see what we've got. Speak to Corvus. Haven't we spoken to a Corvus already at some point? You see a tall man in plate armor. The armor is of unusual construction, with spikes flaring from the shoulders, elbows, and forearms. He nods at your approach, but then his eyes wander about the market. Good day, citizen. I am Guard Corvus. Hi, Corvus. How may I help you, citizen? He gives you a friendly look, but glances over your shoulder. Just some questions. He nods to you. I will help you if I can, citizen. He looks about the market expectantly. So, who are you exactly? He gives you a slight bow. I am Harmonium Guard Corvus, citizen. I help keep the peace here at the market. He glances about for the moment and looks at you. Tell me about the Harmonium. Our belief is simple. We are the light. We are the way. We are the order. We are the truth. We maintain and enforce order here in Sigil. We police the city. He looks about again. Can you tell me anything about the other factions? I know little about them, citizen. I'm sorry, but you will have to take your questions to a representative of their order for answers. He smiles, then looks about. Who the hell are Lenny and Byron Pickett? Do I remember them? Am I meant to remember them? That doesn't ring any bells. It hasn't been that long since I played. Try to see what he's looking at. You glance over your shoulder and notice a young lady wandering about the market. Okay, could we use this to our advantage? Corvus seems to have his eyes locked on her. You seem preoccupied. What are you looking at? He snaps his attention back to you. I beg your pardon, citizen. Please excuse me. His eyes wander back to the young woman and his voice fades almost to a whisper. She has the voice of an angel and she is such a pretty young thing, he sighs. Well, why don't you go and talk to her? You seem quite infatuated with her.
Updated my journal.
An uncomfortable silence fills the air. Finally, he turns his attention back to you. I just couldn't. I mean, a woman like that, well, she must be... He sighs and pauses for a moment. Was there anything else I can help you with, citizen? Somehow I know about Lenny and Byron Pickett, so I'm going to ask. Do you know someone named Lenny? He frowns in thought. Lenny? Yes, I know a thief who goes by that name. He can usually be found over by Siege Tower. What can you tell me about him? He gives you a stern look. Anything I know about that individual is harmonium business, citizen. I cannot discuss such matters with strangers. Perhaps after I get to know you better. Okay. What about someone named Byron Pickett? He frowns and nods his head. Yes, I am familiar with Byron. Can you tell me anything about him? He gives you a stern look. Anything I know about that individual is harmonium business, citizen. So same story again. Okay. Okay. What's this door? Can we go through here? Is there anything else around here? I can't see anyone else of note, apart from just generic shoppers. See if we can go through this door. We can. Alright. Let's do that, so. The lower ward. Okay, there's Xanthia. She was the horrible woman. These were the other three. Okay. Right. Where to now is the question. Did I want to sell some stuff? Or is... Yeah, I want to keep all this stuff. There's nothing here I actually want to sell. Mort's almost full. I wish we had some storage somewhere where I could put these. This obsidian earring for thieves. Okay. Let's give it to Anna. Let's take the plunge. Actually, chain teeth earrings. +5 open locks. This one is... Rogue's best friend. Black gem. This earring is made from... possesses magical properties that absorb light, making it easier for its wearer to move undetected in the shadows. Okay, +10 stealth. Need to remember that she has that. Yeah, there's not a lot we need to sell at the moment. There's stuff we need to remember to use. We will do that. Actually, that's a pouch. Has Morch got a pouch? Morch? Who's Morch? Has Mort got a pouch as well? Can they be stacked? No, they can't. Lovely. Right then. Time to look in the journal. Find key and sneak out a tenement. I thought we'd done that. Why is that not a completed quest? I've agreed to find the key to this door. Oh, we were probably meant to go back and help Sybil. Maybe that's what it was. But I don't think we did. We just we found more and we legged it. We got out of there. Right. Let's have a look. The marketplace, siege tower, warehouse. I think at this stage, still just want... Let's head to the upper ward.
I'm gone.
Still in exploring mode. I mean, this... It's in terms of the maps and what's there to explore, it's absolutely huge. Okay. We've been to all of these. Clark's. Let's go to the Clerk's ward, actually. Okay. This is new. Harmonium officers. Clerk's ward citizen. Diligence. Let's speak to Diligence. This older, stern-looking woman is clearly on her way somewhere. When she notices your approach, she studies you with a disapproving, tight-lipped frown. Greetings. The woman nods curtly, speaking in a tone cold as ice. Yes, what is it? And what's your words? For I am Diligence, 4th Magistrate of the ward. You're who? Diligence simply stares at you, a faintly disgusted look upon her face. Is there something troubling about my appearance? I should most certainly think so. Should the Apparel Regulation Act be passed, people of your sort won't be permitted to traipse about in such a manner, half naked and filthy as you are. Okay, you're... Just because I'm aiming to play a sort of neutral, good, lawful good sort of character doesn't mean I can't have a bit of a tongue on me, does it? Let's have a look. I'm quite clean, begging your pardon, and meaning no disrespect, madam. Some cultures might find your clothes offensive. She examines you skeptically for a moment, then nods. Your point is well taken, sir. Still, though, you cannot deny you are a rather rough-looking sort of fellow. My appearance is merely a product of my environment, madam, and a difficult life. I should be held accountable for that. Oh, but you should. How easy it is for one to blame one's life, one's surroundings for their every failing. I can see by your manner you are well educated, sir, yet you appear to insist upon a lifestyle of wandering and senseless violence. Why not settle in Sigil? Become a contributing citizen, rather than some bloody-handed nomad in its streets. Oh, look, I can assure you the choice is out of my hands at the moment. Oh? How so? Her coldness melts away into the look of curiosity. It's, difficult to explain. Nonetheless, I would bid you to do so, sir. We're not meant to tell anyone. We're not meant to tell anyone. Until I find my journal. I mean, those messages were left by me for me. So I should heed them, even if the other me was rather a nasty character. Or one of the other me's. But if I tell her, it could open up doors. Who knows? Nope. We're going to wait. I'd best not. It's a personal matter. Farewell. Okay, chickened out. But caution, I think, at this stage. Let's head this way. Malmena. Let's go and speak to Malmena. This thin, sharp-faced man rushes towards you, calling for your attention. Ah, sir, but a moment of your time. Were you, perchance, here to visit the tailor? What? The man breaks in. I ask, sir, because I seem to have, offended the man. I had commissioned the hot-blooded fool to make me a costume, but he's thrown me out of his shop and will not speak with me now. So what? The man suddenly balls his fists and shakes them at the sky. What have I done to deserve such treatment? Nothing, I say. I was a patron. It is his duty to serve me, that churlish buffoon. I think it might be clear why he was kicked out. So what did you want from me? He focused on you again. Oh yes, you. Could I beg of you to enter the place and fetch my costume for me, sir? I have a masquerade to go to and have not the time to commission another tailor. Well, why don't you just fetch it yourself? He sneers, rolling his eyes. That porcine lout. I have somehow offended the puffy, pomp-filled jackanapes. He's forbidden me to enter his store and refuses to have words with me. Imagine. Yeah, imagine. Is the store right there? Fine, I'll go and get it now.
Updated my journal.
Oh, most excellent, sir. 'Tis this very building, right here. He points to the long, low structure just north of him. I thank you, sir. Okay, let's check the journal. Retrieve Melmina's costume. I got another journal update as well. Ingress. What did she want help with? Accidentally stepped through a portal. Okay. Find an experienced planewalker for her. Tombstone. We'll wait until we're back in the area to talk to the crier of Essanon. July, we need to go back and tell him what Craddock said and where to stick it. This one is something about the upper wards, wasn't it? Man named Reekwind who's been cursed to perpetually excrete foul bodily odors from every orifice. The cursed spitter probably lives in one of the upper wards where Reekwind used to live. Journal. Okay. Nothing of note. Right, come on, guys. Let's go in. Who have we got in here? Generic people and concaves. Oh, Goncalves or Goncalves. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. This short, heavy-set, middle-aged man is wearing clothes that seem to be spun of glittering gold. In his hands, he holds a bolt of cloth, strung taut across a wooden frame. He is currently embroidering some pattern into the fabric. Hello? The man doesn't seem to acknowledge your presence. He continues to work at his embroidery, muttering under his breath. As he sews, shimmering motes of light seem to sparkle and drop from the tip of the needle. Okay, sounds quite impressive. Good sir, did you hear me? The man does not look up from his work, frowning distastefully as he answers you. Yes, I'm certain that what you need is truly quite urgent. Now, if you could be silent just for a moment. Okay, bearing in mind, the guy outside was a bit of an a-hole, and coupled with this guy's demeanor, that was not a good match. So let's learn from that and wait quietly. At last, he sets down the embroidery and looks up at you. Before you can speak, however, he suddenly picks up another item and sets to work on it. Again, as he works, what looks to be tiny coloured sparks drip from the fabric. Let's wait some more. We're going to end up waiting, and he's going to tell us he's closing, and we have to get out, isn't he? But let's wait some more. He finally finishes his work, setting it down to examine you. Greetings, I am Goncalves, or... I've got to decide on how I'm going to pronounce this. Goncalves sounds better. I'm Goncalves. Now, what was it you were here to see me about? Just some questions? I hope 'tis about garments and the like. I shan't answer anything not concerning myself or the store, you know. Dustman costume. That could come in handy. Needle and thread. I think I have one of those. And I need embalming fluid is what I need. What were those lights while you were embroidering? That's nothing, sir, but a bit of the art which I at times weave into fabric when the fancy strikes me. Those items which I lavish enchantments upon are my most special creations and are rarely sold. What sort of magical clothes do you have available? Goncalves looks you over, frowning. Nothing that would fit you, that is for certain. I'd like to see what you've got to offer, just the same. Jerkin of Flitting Shadow. Plus 15 pickpocket, plus 25 stealth. That's impressive. That's very impressive. It's 3,000 though. I do have a needle and thread, I'm fairly certain. I think I've given it to someone else to carry. Okay. Let's see what other questions we can ask. Do I need a dustman's costume? I don't think I do. Is that what your man wanted? Is that what he wanted? Let me check the quests again. I know you wanted me to pick up something for him, but I'm not. That's the only thing I'm getting that might relate to that. Where is it? It is a dustman's costume. Okay, that's what it was. Here we go. I wanted to pick up a dustman's costume. You're in luck then, sir. I happen to have one available. Its cost is 30 copper commons. Fair enough, I'll take it. Goncalves takes a set of neatly folded robes from under a counter. Here you are, sir. I would warn you, though, if this is for the upcoming masquerade of Lord Erd, many folk are already attending as dustmen. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Farewell, and thank you. Okay. Nothing else in here. Going through.
Done.
Let's take a wander. Can we go through here? We're going to get in trouble? No. Ah, it's just a changing room. That's what it is. Nice touch. Right. Where's this guy gone? There he is. The man looks at you expectantly. Well, did you get the costume from Guncalvis? Yes, here it is. It cost me 30 commons.
Updated my journal.
8,000 experience for that. Fine, take it here. He tosses you 30 copper commons. Now, I have to be off. Just wait a second. Guncalvis said many people were already going to this masquerade as dustmen. Did he? Blast. I would hate to arrive in such a common costume. I could go and see if he has another one ready. Not a bad idea, not bad at all. Quickly, see if that portly nincompoop has another one, would you? Fine.
Updated my journal.
Let's see what the story is. Guncalvis sets down something he was working on and nods to you. You come again, sir. Good. What could I help you with? I wanted to pick up another different costume. Guncalvis nods and smiles knowingly. The dustman bit seemed a bit too common after all, eh? Well, it just so happens that I have a godsman costume, if you would like. It shall cost you only 50 coppers. Fair enough, I'll take it. Guncalvis retrieves a set of folded clothing and a heavy leather apron and work boots from under a counter. Here you are, sir. Enjoy the masquerade. Thanks, Guncalvis. Okay. There we go. The man looks at you expectantly. Well, did you get the costume from Guncalvis? Yes, it cost me 50.
Updated my journal.
6,000, wow. He makes a disgusted noise, snatches the costume from you and shoves 50 coins into your hands. Now, I have to be off. Farewell. Okay, we just gained... How much? 14,000 experience. Just for picking up some dry cleaning.
Done.
For want of a better analogy. Lots of talking in this episode, very little action, it would seem. Salabesh the Onyx and 2 sensates. Let's speak to him. Seems interesting. This tall, thin man, dressed in heavy crimson robes, has sharp, pinched features. He bows regally as you approach him. I am Salabesh, oft called Salabesh the Onyx, future mage tutor for the Civic Fest Hall. You've business with me, I take it? Not really, just some questions. You looked interesting. About what, Not the ward and the like, I hope? Plenty of more common folk could answer such questions, and I'd just as soon direct you to one of them. Okay, what did you mean by future mage tutor of the Fest Hall?
Updated my journal.
It's a prestigious... It's a prestigious position to be an official tutor in one of the Fest Hall's training chambers. It's my intention to one day take the position of mage's tutor, but the title's currently in the possession of the Lady Thorcom. If only I could somehow prove that I'd be a superior tutor. Okay. Why you call the Onyx? A long tale which I'll shorten to save my breath. In my youth I was once called Salabesh the Golden, for I was said to have a heart of gold, small, hard, and yellow. Well, I cursed the fool who started that, so that he could only speak from his arse and defecate through his mouth. The Onyx appellation, along the same lines as the Golden, though admittedly somewhat less clever, soon followed. In any case, I'm a much kinder fellow now, far less prone to laying curses and the like. I'm not certain if I deserve the name any longer. You cursed him so that what? Oh yes, you heard right. Salabesh sighs happily and chuckles to himself. That sort of thing is why I'm known as the Master of Curses, you know. Okay. Remind me not to get on the wrong side of this guy. Reekwind, yes, of course. Do you know of a cursed man called Reekwind by any
Updated
chance?
my journal.
Salabesh's eyebrows suddenly dart up. Oh yes, Jumble Murdersense cursed that man, if I recall correctly. Why? Seeking to get his curse undone? Good luck. Only Jumble can do that, you know. Okay, and where can I find this Jumble Murdersense? That's some name. Within the Civic Fest Hall, I suppose. A short, portly fellow with a leering smile, never speaks, so you'll be hard-pressed to get anything out of him. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you very much. He was worth speaking to after all. Is this the Civic Fest Hall? It is. Okay, maybe we can find this person to lift Reekwind's curse. Splinter. Who else? Sensates. Jumble Murdersense. We'll come back for Splinter. Okay. This short, balding man's orange tunic and rather sizable gut give him the look of a walking pumpkin. He is absent-mindedly patting his large paunch with a slow rhythm, as if it were a drum. The man's odd, crooked smile and a strange gleam in his eyes make him look a bit mad. Hello? The man gives an exaggerated, flourishing bow and presents a small card which reads only, Jumble Murdersense. Zeo Cytex Sorcerer Extraordinaire. He then snatches the card from your grasp and proceeds to eat it, grinning wildly all the while. Okay. Mort whispers, somewhere an asylum is one barmy short. I had some questions, Jumble. Jumble yawns and looks away, drumming on his belly with the palms of his hands. Jumble, my questions? Jumble rolls his eyes. He turns to you, smirks, then bites his thumb. I'm not going to threaten to beat him. Are you mute? Is that why you won't answer me? Jumble cocks his head and gives you a stupid grin. Slowly, he shrugs, then shuts his eyes and sticks his tongue out at you. Damn. Have I messed this up? Some questions. My questions. Fine, but I'd like you to remove Reekwind's curse. Jumble pretends not to hear you, instead belching loudly and resuming his belly drumming, his eyes wandering around the fest hall. Okay, is there anything I could do so that you'd remove Reekwind's curse? Jumble won't look at you, but shakes his head. Getting quite frustrated at this. We wouldn't really do it, but we'll bluff. We'll call a bluff. Look, am I going to have to be forced to hurt you to remove the curse? Jumble raises one eyebrow and takes a step back. He opens his mouth abruptly and, though his lips or throat don't move to shape any words or sound, a torrent of incomprehensible babbling begins to pour forth. What
Updated my journal.
Jumble shuts his mouth and the babbling ceases. He peers at you through narrowed eyes, a self-satisfied smile on his pudgy face. Suddenly, you hiccup, and hiccup, and hiccup, and hiccup again. Jumble Murdersense merely turns his head and waves you away. Uh-oh, looks like you just got a curse thrown down on you, Chief. Oh, God. Jumbo, please undo whatever you've done. Jumble ignores you entirely. Okay, I better find someone else who can help me. We need to speak to the guy outside. That didn't go well. I've got to clear this. It's going to be very annoying. Salabesh, speak to Salabesh. Okay. Again, you stand before me. Yes. Where is it? You're a master of curses. Perhaps you could... Hiccup, help me. Help you, Salabesh sneers. Doubtful. Before you can respond, he sighs, shaking his head. Well, perhaps I could. What troubles you then? Jumble Murdersense cursed me. Jumble Murdersense? Ha! That sputtering mooncalf could never best me. Oh, the battles we used to have, though. Salabesh frowns. But I'm past all that now. No longer my sort of thing, you see. I really don't know what I could do for you. After all, it's his curse. Not the sort you'd find on an item or some such, you know, that you could remove with simple magics. He'll have to remove it, and willingly. Okay, well, could you teach me a curse then that I could use on him? Well, I don't normally do that. I keep my curses to myself, you know. And besides, even a single curse would take one a long while to learn, more than I care to spend on it. Okay, he's definitely got egos, so... Well, perhaps you're just worried your curses aren't good enough to best him anymore. You what? Of all the ridiculous... Now look here, you knuckle-dragging sack of scars. Salabresh the Onyx is the master of curses, and there is no other. Why, I could give you but a single phrase that would render that nincompoop's cursing wholly impotent. Purse your lips and look skeptical. Yes, we shall do that. That's it! You've made me do it! Salabresh utters a short string of impossible syllables, words of power, which you note mentally for later use against Jumble. There, see what that does to him, and tell me Salabresh the Onyx isn't the master of curses then. Thank you, Salabresh. I'll do that.
Updating
Farewell.
my journal.
Okay. He's still got the hiccups. Right, let's deal with Jumble. But we're going to deal with Jumble in the next episode. Thank you all for watching. I do hope you're well, and until next time, take care.